Please don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you everyone for being patient with me for those few days that was out. I missed you guys. All right, we're going to do a quick energy check for this week. Don't forget to hit the like button, as I said, as you enter. This is going to be this week's energy check. We're going to be going from Aries to Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, whatever resonates with you. Hold on for 1 second. Hold on, guys. Hey, everyone. Hey, Gigi. Hey, D. Hey, Cassie Residente. Hey, Perez. Hey, Marcus. Hey, Tanner. Hey, it's just Munchkin. Hey, everyone. All right. Let's get started. Let's start with Aries. Hold on. Let me get onto my live. You know what? I'm not going to do a whole back and forth. I'm just going to continue here. All right. Let's start. We're going to go with Aries. For the Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. For the Aries. What's this weekend looking like for the Aries? Thank you, Natasha. Thank you, Rue. What's this weekend looking like for the Aries? What's this week looking like for the Aries? What's this week looking like for the Aries? Happy birthday to the Aries. 4 of Swords and the 4 of Wands. 3 of Cups. Okay, some of you guys could be celebrating, partying, feel very kumbaya, relaxed with the 4 of Swords. Could be like a spa day. Could be a vacay. Some of you guys may be with family, with close ones. 8 of Wands. And the Temperance, Sagittarius energy. What's the 4 of Swords? The High Priestess. Yeah, this could a lot of like peace around you, Aries, this week. King of Wands, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, Virgo, Pisces energy, the Hangman. Queen of Pentacles and the Temperance, the Emperor. I mean, it looks like a good week. It even looks very financially stable. Page of Cups. What's the Page of Cups? The 4 of Swords and the High Priestess. The 7 of Wands. Interesting. Aries, Page of Cups and the High Priestess, 9 of Swords. What's the 9 of Swords? The 10 of Swords. From who? The Knight of Swords. I see you receiving communication, though, from someone that may be in a lot of anxiety. Some kind of defeated energy. There's definitely communication here. You may have somebody blocked. And I see somebody with the 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, Knight of Swords coming to you very, like, anxiously. All right. Especially if you have like a maybe a birthday or something like that. Because they're coming to you very, I don't know, very anxious, like in despair. Why? The Moon, the Star, and the Knight of Wands. They want to heal something with you. What's the Moon and the Star? The Queen of Wands and the Chariot. They want to move something forward with you. 4 of Wands and the King of Wands, Queen of Wands. Some of you guys may be, though, connecting with like a soulmate, though, this week. King and the Queen of Wands, fire sign energy. 3 of Cups and the Hangman. King of Swords. I see a lot of people being around you this week. 8 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Why? The 2 of Swords and the Ace of Cups, Aries, Temperance, and the Emperor, the Magician. Listen, I see you kind of chilling, all right? Feeling very in your energy. Some of you guys may be celebrating. Some of you guys may be going out to parties. Some of you guys may be feeling, I don't know, a lot of love from family, from friends. And I see you having many options this week, whether these are love options or just people that you are going to choose to speak to or not. It feels like with the 5 of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the 2 of Swords, and the Ace of Cups, there may be a lot of love options, but I don't know why. Why is a 5 of Wands here? Why this feels like 6 of Wands, like people are fighting for your attention. You got somebody specifically here that's reaching out to you in a lot of anxiety and fear because they're wanting to heal a situation with you. And then I see this King and the Queen of Wands energy here, the Star, you with someone totally different. All right, so there's a lot of competition for you, but it feels as if you're just Magician, Emperor, and the Temperance just chilling. Like, I don't maybe let the best man or woman win. Okay. 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. 8 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. So somebody here specifically, I don't know if you're ignoring them, they're feeling left out in the cold by you. All right. Ace of Wands, Death, 9 of Cups. You may be having some kind of rebirth or some, not, it doesn't feel like a rebirth with someone. It feels like a rebirth with yourself. And you could even be 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, Queen of Cups, taking a leap of faith or entertaining somebody totally different. Justice, 2 of Cups, yeah, and the 2 of Pentacles. You're going to have a decision to make. The Chariot, the Page of Wands, and the 4 of Cups. For some of you, this could also be a conflict in maybe who you want to hang out with this week. Maybe you're, it just feels like you're Grand Central. Everybody wants your attention. Everybody's hitting you up this week. Everybody wants to take you out. All right. And it feels like you're going to have a lot of options. I just see you kind of, as I said, chilling. You're happy. The World, the 6 of Cups, and the Fool. Some of you guys, again, there's like a closing out of a cycle with someone else, and you're just having a new beginning, whether it's by yourself or with someone else. I see you just being very happy, content, feeling very burden free. All right. The Strength, the 4 of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. Some of you guys could be deliberately holding back from some kind of emotional connection with somebody, specifically when it comes to love. All right. And I just see you being happy. There's someone that's seriously stressed about you, though, this week. Thank you so much, Chingona. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. Hey, Natasha. Hey, Alexis. Hey, Nun. Let's see. Anything else for the Aries this week? Anything else for the Aries? 6 of Cups, 10 of Swords. There goes that person. Queen of Swords, 3 of Swords, and the Magician. 7 of Swords. Oh boy, the Fool. The 8 of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the 3 of Pentacles. Some of you guys are just focused also on manifesting when it comes to finances. Magician and the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, the Queen of Cups. What's this about? The Knight of Wands, the 5 of Cups, and the 4 of Swords. King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. 4 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, the Chariot, Cancer energy. Why is the 6 of Cups here? The 2 of Swords. You're going to have a decision to make. 7 of Swords, King of Cups. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles. Somebody wants to come back in to invest with you. 10 of Swords and the Fool. But I feel like this situation, you're looking at it as if this is kind of beneath you at this point. Queen of Swords and the 8 of Wands. Yeah, the Strength. I see you holding back. All right. 2 of Wands and Ace of Pentacles. It's almost like you're looking forward. 7 of Wands to like the new. It's like you're blocking this energy out. And I see this person being super stressed. Knight of Swords, the World, yes, and a Page of Cups. You've ended something with someone specifically, and they're stressed out about you. And I feel like with the Page of Cups, the Justice, they're going to try to communicate. Hangman and the 9 of Swords, but you may leave them on red, or you're leaving them kind of in a stuck energy to where they're even more stressed. Like this person is literally sliding down the wall. Queen of Wands, Page of Wands, 9 of Wands. You're defensive towards whoever this is, but I see you again. Money looks good. You yourself are in a good energy, Aries. I don't see you allowing this person to stress you. And I feel like the more you're very maybe nonchalant or you just don't give two craps, it's the more they stress. All right. For the Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For the Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For the Taurus. Yes, my love, you just missed Aries. We're on Taurus now, boo. These will be time stamped. Thank you, Grizz. Hey, Joe Mama. All right, the week's energy for the Taurus. What's this week looking like for the Taurus? Six of Swords. Ace of Wands in reverse. And the Star, Aquarius energy. Four of Pentacles. Four of Swords. You know what I'm getting, Taurus? This feels a little bit like a work situation. Let's see, the Magician, Gemini energy, Ace of Wands in reverse, Knight of Swords, the Star, Ten of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Four of Swords, and the Death. There's like a laid off kind of energy here. Eight of Pentacles, yeah. Ace of Wands in reverse and a Knight of Swords, Two of Cups. What's the Ace of Wands in reverse? The Three of Wands. Some of you guys could be waiting for some kind of like new passionate beginning or a new job that's been taking a while. You may be wanting to receive some kind of communication here. The Lovers, Gemini energy, Two of Swords, Four of Swords, and a Death, the Page of Pentacles. Some of you guys could be transitioning from one job to the next, or there's like an ending to a job or a project here. Why is the Three of Wands, Ace of Wands in reverse? The World. Why is the Knight of Swords? The Hangman. This feels very specific. There's something about a job being very stagnant for you this week, or I don't know if you're this is like a one of those situations where, I mean, take the energy as it resonate, right? Keep it very broad. If you're in like a commission kind of based job, this may be just not a great week when it comes to work. If you've been waiting for some kind of opportunity or project or to kick off something, is like a false start. There's like an ending here. All right. It's that's not exactly just all of your week. It's just that's a very heavy energy. Four of Cups. Something around work may not be kind of going the way you want it to go. The Lovers, the Ten of Cups, and the Star. The Fool. There's something here though. The Emperor. Some of you guys have some kind of happy relationships coming in though this week. Friends, family, a love situation. It just feels as if when it comes to like a specific partnership, Two of Cups, Seven of Swords, I don't know, it feels like very work based. Some of you guys, there's some kind of avoidance here, or a layoff or a delay when it comes to work. Four of Cups. Why is that? Knight of Pentacles, something around work may be going slow. Some of you guys may feel like this is not emotionally fulfilling for you anymore. This could be, again, one of those situations where you're like PRN as needed. You get called whenever you're needed to come into work, and it's just a very slow week, and you're starting to realize it's not providing some kind of sense of stability. What's the Two of Swords? The Three of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. The Eight of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. Some of you guys may start feeling like you're very blocked when it comes to financial opportunities, or it just feels like this week feels a bit stuck. This would not be a week to overspend. Page of Pentacles, Death, and the Four of Swords, Two of Wands, the Hermit, yeah, and the Queen of Pentacles. Be careful what you're spending this week. Try to be a little bit hermit mode, okay? You may not want to go, off and Uber Eats, or, off and like eat out. Try to be kind of like in your humble state this week. What's this happy situation though? The Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the High Priestess, the Eight of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Moon. What's that about? Three of Cups, Five of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. Some of you guys could be having some kind of success in like or connecting with someone or reconnecting with someone. There's a very happy love situation here. Heavy Aries energy. This could be a Sagittarius, a Leo, a Gemini, Aquarius. There is some kind of happy love situation here. Eight of Wands, Ten of Swords, and the King of Cups. Page of Cups, King of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. Some of you guys could be like rekindling some kind of old fling. All right. Or rekindling some kind of friendship. It feels very happy aside from the whole work situation. Queen of Swords. Yeah. Queen of Cups and a Five of Pentacles. This may be a situation that, what's the Five of Pentacles? Three of Pentacles. Five of Swords and the Temperance. There's some kind of healing in a love dynamic. Friends, family. There's a very happy energy though this week when it comes to a relationship in specific. The Star, the Ten of Cups, and the Emperor. This could be even around a parents, a father figure, around your children. All right. For some of you, it's definitely love. This may be someone that made you feel a bit insecure, abandoned, or left out in the cold, or you've made that person feel like this. There's some kind of happy news. All right. There's an opportunity here to heal whatever this is with whoever this is. All right. After like disconnecting from this person for a while. The Empress, yeah, the King of Swords and Eight of Wands. Some of you guys have this communication, a very important conversation with this person. Three of Pentacles to like to build back the relationship, to like get on the same page. Knight of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. It may take some time to get this relationship back to where it needs to be. The Hierophant, the Sun, and the Devil. Especially if you found something out about this person. It's almost like Six of Wands. Something could have been announced and there's like a whole trust that needs to be rebuilt between you and someone. It may be very slow to come back together and either trust or get this relationship from the ground. But, you know, there's an opportunity this week to do that. Page of Swords, the Temperance, and the Seven of Pentacles. It's almost like, you know, allowing bygones to be bygones. If you want it. Hey, Kay. Hey, love. Anything else for the Taurus this week? Anything else for the Taurus this week? Don't forget to hit the like button, please, and thank you. The Hangman, the King of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Page of Pentacles. Again, around finances, things may feel a bit stagnant. Six of Wands, okay? Yes, as far as your success, some of you guys may feel like you're struggling. All right, the Star, the Four of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the World. There may be like a layoff or like a ending to a job situation. The Devil and the Nine of Wands, Five of Cups. There's a lot of stagnancy when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your stability. Queen of Wands, the Temperance, and the Sun. What's this here? Page of Pentacles, the Sun, Queen of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and the Emperor. What's the Eight of Pentacles? The Knight of Cups, the Magician. I do see you manifesting another opportunity though, so don't get overly stressed. Ten of Swords, as soon as I said that. Don't be like overstressed because I do see you manifesting another opportunity here. It's just Knight of Pentacles and the Temperance, Four of Wands. It's like, I don't know, some of you guys may feel like you're starting all over or, you know, starting from scratch. But I do see something good coming in. I see you manifesting it. And again, there's that manifestation also around a family situation. Ten of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. There's some kind of emotional fulfillment coming for you this week when it comes to after a tower moment with the Seven of Swords, the Tower, and the King of Pentacles. Justice, the Page of Cups, and the King of Cups. There's like an apology after a tower moment. Page of Swords, Three of Wands. You could have distanced yourself from someone specifically because you found out a lie or some kind of deceptive energy from this person. There's an opportunity to make amends with whoever this is. Hey, Frankie. Hey, Enigmatic. All right, Gemini. For the Geminis, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the Geminis. What's this week looking like for the Geminis? Judgment, the Star and the Wheel of Fortune, Aquarius energy, Sagittarius energy, the Five of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. Judgment, Knight of Cups, the Star, the Temperance, Sagittarius energy, Seven of Cups, the Strength, and the Fool, Aquarius energy. There's like a very big decision for you this week on, it feels as if Gemini, there's a big decision and you're going to be weighing out a lot of pros and cons. This feels very much the decision, the way you're going to go about this. It almost feels like, what is this going to benefit, what is this going to look like for me, not just momentarily, but maybe 3 to 5 years down the line, whatever this decision is. Let's see what this is about. Judgment and the Knight of Cups, the Sun, Leo energy, Six of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Cups, Four of Cups. What's the Four of Cups and the Seven of Cups? The Justice, Five of Pentacles and the Strength, the Ten of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles and the Fool, the Six of Wands. I don't know why I want to tell you, like, scared money makes no money. All right. I'm not like encouraging you to invest in something. Obviously, the energy is very general. I'm not saying for you to invest recklessly in a situation, but there's a lot of money here that you can make off a situation. I don't know if you're seeing the opportunity though. Four of Cups and a Seven of Cups, Ace of Cups. Okay, we're going around another path here. Chariot. There's a love offer here that wants to come in. And again, there's a decision here that you're going to have to make. And it feels as if you're not taking their offer quickly, because it's not so much of it's yes, there's an unsure energy, but you're thinking more so long term. All right, you're thinking more so not just in the moment. Is this aligned with what I want, with the Strength and the Ten of Pentacles? Is this actually going to be successful? Should I invest? Should I pour my energy into this? Ace of Cups, Eight of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Pentacles. What's the Eight of Swords? The Knight of Pentacles. Okay. The Two of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. Make sure that you're able to tell the difference on someone's intention, whether, are they moving slow to get to really know you, or is this like they're moving slow because they're non-committal? Because I feel like your decision on whoever this is, are we actually going to move towards stability? But it feels like there is some kind of indecision because you feel like someone is taking a while. Knight of Pentacles speaks about slow but surely, like slow but surely kind of energy. So we're moving into this very like orthodox or very slowly, but it's actually moving. It's not, I'm not trying to keep you stagnant. I'm just really trying to get to know you, or use your discernment on whether or not are they just being stagnant because they're non-committal. So it's almost like you're being careful before taking a leap of faith. For some of you, this could be someone that you're allowing back into your energy. For others of you, this is new love for sure. Ace of Cups. Why is the Four of Cups though and the Seven of Cups? The Hermit, Virgo energy, Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. I also want to say though, take into account that there's an energy here coming from you, Gemini, that you're being also very cautious because of something that, you don't want to be breadcrumbed again, or there's something about your past that you're considering with this new opportunity. Now, for some of you, as I said, this could be someone coming back around, someone from your past, which I could understand why you're kind of threading lightly, but make sure that you're knowing how to discern intuition versus fear, right? What's the Six of Wands and Seven of Pentacles and the Fool? Three of Cups, the Magician, and the Page of Swords. Eight of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Lovers. Some of you guys, again, you could be transitioning into a commitment with this, whoever this is. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords again. I just put that card back. Heavy Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That's you. So there could be a very big conversation between you and someone. There's just like a but factor. It's like a big question mark. I just can't pin out what the issue is because it looks really good. It looks like there's a love situation that wants to come back around or that's coming towards you. And I feel like with the Four of Cups, Seven of Cups, I don't know. There's something that is like you're not seeing, or something that maybe you can't pinpoint as to why you're questioning this situation so much? Like, is this because of the situations you've dealt from your past, or is this someone from your past that you're iffy about, right? That's like, those are like two separate scenarios. What's the issue? What the hell? Ten of Swords, Nine of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. What about this? Eight of Wands, Three of Wands, and the Five of Swords. Why is the Five of Swords? The High Priestess, the Two of Wands, and the Four of Wands. I feel like it's coming from you. I'm going to be honest, because it gives me a lot of fear here. Ten of Swords, Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands. Like, pursuing a love situation or pursuing something new feels a bit burdensome. Eight of Wands, Three of Wands, and a Five of Swords. The thing is that whatever this opportunity is, you've been waiting for it. But with the Five of Swords, it gives me a bit of self-sabotage. And you're trying to discern High Priestess, two of Wands, and the Four of Wands. Is it my intuition? Or maybe is it with the Seven of Wands and the Two of Swords? Are you still blocked within you, right? You're still blocked on or hesitant on moving towards love. And it says here, Page of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. Yeah. Is there still something that I don't know, is there some kind of resentment from your past? Definitely not specifically about this person, but just from your past in general. Because I see Ace of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. There's like love that wants to come in, but you're super hesitant. I feel like I said a lot, but I said like a lot of nothing. Anything else for the Gemini? I said a lot there, but it felt like nothing. Page of Cups, the Fool, Aquarius energy, Ten of Cups, Ace of Wands, and the Magician, Gemini energy, Two of Cups, Knight of Swords, the Strength, the Knight of Cups, and the Six of Swords. Magician and Six of Swords, Two of Pentacles, there you go again, Three of Wands, and the Hangman. You feel stuck. And it's something that you were waiting for. It's like a leap of faith that you've been waiting for. Some kind of partnership, the Hermit. And now you're like isolating yourself. Why is the Ten of Swords, Knight of Swords, the Lovers, and the Eight of Cups? Why is the Ten of Swords? Knight of Pentacles is almost like, if I keep myself emotionally detached from this situation, I'm not going to hurt. It feels a bit like fear. I'm not going to lie. It feels like there's a love situation here. Give me a second. All right, let's see. Knight of Cups, Hierophant, King of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Someone may be trying to put you between a rock and a hard place. Somebody may be giving you like an ultimatum. Gemini, the Moon, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. And I see you stressing out about this, whatever this is, this love situation or this decision that you got to make. All right. Who was that? Gemini? Cancer. For the Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, what's the energy looking like this week for the Cancers? Hey, Lakia. Hey, love. High Priestess, Ace of Cups in reverse, Virgo, Pisces energy. Page of Wands. Five of Wands. And the Temperance, Sagittarius energy. King of Swords, Ace of Cups in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, Page of Wands, Two of Wands, Five of Wands, Knight of Cups, and the Temperance, the Five of Pentacles. The Strength, Leo energy. Ace of Cups in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune, Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Cups in reverse, Page of Cups, Two of Wands, Ace of Swords, Three of Pentacles. What's the Five of Wands? The Five of Cups, Temperance, and the Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. Why is this? The King of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. Something is becoming heavy on you this week, Cancer. The Strength and the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Why is the King of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Cups reversed, Page of Cups, the World, and the Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Emperor? It's almost like you're standing your ground in a situation that you're not happy in. Ace of Cups in reverse, Seven of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. Some of you guys may feel like you've been trying to move a situation forward, or you've been the one apologizing to someone. You've been trying to, like, it's almost like, you know, when you're trying to make a situation better, but it's very one-sided. The Devil. It's like going against the current at this point. The Tower. Capricorn energy, the Moon. Capricorn energy, Scorpio again in Pisces. Why is that? The Two of Swords. Something is becoming stagnant. It's almost like you've been forcing a relationship or a situation. All right. Now, any kind of relationship. Have you been waiting for some kind of big breakthrough or opportunity with someone specifically? And with the Temperance and the Five of Pentacles, it feels as if you've been pouring into a cup, but this person hasn't been pouring back into your cup. So you're running on E. What is this about for the Cancers this week? The Judgment, the Page of Pentacles, and the Sun, Leo energy, Ten of Swords, Seven of Cups, and the Five of Swords. Are you ready to just like sabotage something? Like say F it? King of Cups, Nine of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. It feels as almost like you're ready to like take your energy back from someone or retract in a situation. Seven of Swords, Four of Swords, and a Two of Cups. Maybe you feel like someone is being very again, there's a very heavy energy on you putting in your all into a situation, and you feel like you're not being reciprocated. Someone is not pouring back, or a situation is not pouring back into your cup. So there is like a tower moment this week to kind of highlight this Devil Tower energy, to highlight the situation that hasn't been moving forward. I feel like something happens this week. Ace of Swords, Two of Wands, Five of Cups. It's not something that you, of course, is not something comfortable. It feels very uncomfortable, but it gives you the clarity that you need, that you've been doing more than maybe the other person or this situation. You've been pouring way too much or investing in a situation that you're left on E. Temperance, Five of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. It's almost like you've been waiting for some kind of big opportunity or something to turn out, you know, something to move forward, and it's just not. The Chariot, the Three of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. But moving on from whatever this is feels very hard and heartbreaking. The Emperor, Seven of Swords, and the Two of Cups. Why? The Six of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. For some of you, if this is a love situation, someone hasn't really been invested maybe in you wholeheartedly, or, you know, to their fullest extent, because they could be investing or putting someone or other things as a priority. So it's almost like you're pretty much, it feels like you're fighting against the current. Queen of Swords, the Star, and the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Fool. The Ace of Wands, the Nine of Wands, yeah, and the Eight of Cups. Whatever this is, Cancer, I see you kind of breaking away from this situation. I'm not sure if it's going to be this week, but you eventually do. Six of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the Fool. Ace of Wands, Nine of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. Whatever, it feels like you've been like beating a dead horse, or you're pulling teeth from this situation. For some of you, this could be work. Maybe you're ready to take a leap of faith towards something else that you feel isn't just, you know, you've been putting in your blood, sweat, and tears, and something is just not being reciprocal for you this week. Thank you, D Money. Thank you, Boo. Anything else here for the Cancers this week? Five of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Four of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands, the Emperor. the Eight of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. The Death. What's the Death? Five of Pentacles and the Emperor. Two of Swords. What's that about? Yeah, Ace of Swords. You're taking your power back in a situation. The Magician. The Seven of Pentacles and the Temperance. You're realizing that you are not manifesting, or this is not something that you want long term, or this is not somewhere you can see yourself long term. King of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, and the Tower. Tower, Six of Cups, Four of Wands, the Star, the Eight of Cups, yeah, the Seven of Wands. I feel like the minute that this Tower moment comes in, whatever that epiphany, that emphasis this week is for you, that's going to bring you this clarity that it's time to move. It's actually where you start the Star, the Eight of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. The minute that you block this energy and you walk away, you get some kind of wish fulfillment. What's the Six of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles? The Page of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. Some of you guys may be realizing that you just rather be single. Eight of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Swords. You could definitely be telling this person exactly that. Three of Wands, Three of Swords, and a Ten of Cups. Whatever this is not emotionally fulfilling for you anymore. If this is a situation at work, some of you guys may have been kind of, talking to your boss lately, or again, you've invested a lot of time, a lot of years and energy, and you feel as if, you're not going to get anything more out of the situation. Maybe you feel overworked, underpaid. You don't feel valued in whatever this is. And I feel like with the Tower, the Strength, the Nine of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Judgment, the Hierophant, and the Hangman. Whatever that Tower moment is for you, that's going to kind of solidify or validate that thought, is actually what's going to push you forward into something much better. There's going to be a shift in perception, and I feel like you end up moving away from whatever this is, and you actually end up getting emotional fulfillment, whether that's a better job or a better you away from someone. All right, Leo. For the Leos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's this week looking like for the Leos? Don't forget to hit the like button for me, please. The Four of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Hierophant, Taurus energy. The Magician, Gemini energy. And the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Knight of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Six of Swords, the Magician, the Death, Queen of Cups, and the High Priestess. Wow, you're very much in your power this week, Leo. A lot of love here to you, from you. Okay. King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Four of Pentacles. What's this about? The Temperance, the World, the Ten of Cups. What's Death? The Page of Wands. What's that about? Justice and the Two of Wands. Okay. Five of Cups, Queen of Cups, High Priestess, and the Emperor. There's something about you taking your power back. Some of you guys could have just gone through an ending. I do feel like somebody could be trying to come back around and make peace. Before Pentacles and a Temperance, yeah, they may try to work things out with you. Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. This could be communication. What's the Moon? The Ten of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Two of Cups. The Three of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Ace of Swords. There's some kind of breakthrough in communication with someone that could be very toxic. But I see you really actually, the World and the Six of Swords, Queen of Wands. You're taking action to close out this cycle. And I see a lot of like manifestations here from you. Death, Ten of Cups, and the Magician. Some of you guys, if this is a situation that needed to be closed out, you're going to start seeing your manifestations happening this week. There's something like that here. And I feel like you feeling very, or you're actually seeing money getting better, just your overall energy, portals, doors opening up for you. Is actually going to make you feel, Queen of Cups, High Priestess, and the Emperor, very much empowered to continue moving towards the opposite direction of whoever this is. What's this Knight of Cups? The Devil again, the Three of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. Capricorn energy. Two of Wands, Knight of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. The Fool, the Judgment, and the Empress. Some of you guys may have like someone coming back around from the past. All right. Taurus energy here, Libra energy. Why was the Empress here? Page of Pentacles. Some of you guys may have children with this person. Justice and the Chariot. For some of you, this person may try to like get back into your energy by using your children, but they're coming back around in a love situation, like in a love energy. What's this? Emperor, High Priestess, and a Queen of Cups. Four of Cups. Yep. Two of Cups and a Temperance. I don't see you really moving towards whoever this is. All right. I see you kind of choosing your peace and choosing yourself above whoever this is. Judgment, the Fool, and the Queen of Swords. The Nine of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. It's so interesting because I feel like the more you pull away, the more this person becomes very like insisting. And that also motivates you to a certain extent. I know that sounds pretty toxic, but it's true. It feels like it. I see you using logic over emotions this week in whoever this situation is with. And I see you being very happy. Some of you guys could be surrounding yourself around friends, family, or pay, or just really, really being around your children. All right. You could be investing a lot of like energy with your children this week. And I see you being overall happy. So it does create some kind of energetic shift between you and someone. The Five of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. The Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the King of Cups. Somebody's really trying to sneak back into your energy, but why does it give me like a facade? Somebody like plays like this big energy, this very emotional, vulnerable individual with the Five of Swords, Seven of Swords. This is not someone to trust. Three of Swords, Three of Cups, and the Seven of Cups, because this person have mad options, or this person still has someone else in their energy. The Chariot, the Ten of Swords, and the Hangman. Here's the thing. I feel like everything you already need to know about this person has to do with some kind of betrayal they did to you in the past. This is like a no-brainer, and I feel like you know that. So Chariot, Ten of Swords, and the Hangman, you get to choose on whether you're gonna keep pushing, or if you entertain it, you're gonna just be kind of stuck, be back into some kind of stuck energy with the Ten of Swords and the Hangman. You're going to have the choice. And when I say that, it feels as if you're in such a good energy, you're actually going to feel empowered to maybe make the right decision this week to not entertain whoever this is. You're welcome. It's just Munchkin. Virgo. For the Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For the Virgos, what's this week looking like for the Virgos? Two of Swords, Four of Wands, Six of Pentacles, King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, Ten of Pentacles. Damn. Virgo, money's going to be looking hella good for you this week from the Six to the Ten of Pentacles. Ace of Cups, Four of Wands, Page of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, King of Cups, Knight of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. The Lovers, Gemini energy. What's the Two of Swords and the Lovers? Seven of Swords. Why? Eight of Pentacles. What's the Four of Wands and the Page of Wands? The Sun, Leo energy. King of Swords. You're going to have an option between two. Four of Pentacles and the Chariot. What's the Ten of Swords, the Chariot, and the Ten of Pentacles? Knight of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Hermit. Why is the Seven of Swords? Ace of Swords. What's that about? Nine of Pentacles, Strength, and the King of Wands. A fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, heavy fire energy, Cancer, and Taurus, and Virgo. Page of Cups, Page of Swords, Death. Hangman, Knight of Cups. Okay. Who am I doing? Virgo? Virgo, I see you being in a very happy situation this week. All right. This could be overall happiness with you. There could be money could be coming in. All right. There could be like new passionate endeavors that you could be, you know, taking on, new projects, a new job. Stability could be looking hella good. And I feel like some of you guys may have an option between two this week. Somebody that's really going to try to make like work. They want to work something out here with you, but I see you kind of entertaining someone else. There's Ace of Wands, Chariot, and the Ten of Pentacles. It's almost like you're moving towards another direction. And I see this person coming in to talk to you. But it's funny because I don't truly see you being hesitant about this situation at all. Four of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the King of Cups. It's almost like you move out there, like you kind of dodge this bullet quickly and efficiently. The Eight of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Temperance. The Page of Pentacles, the World, yeah, and the Moon. The fact that this person still makes you feel insecure, you're so feeling as if they have some kind of hidden motive, kind of tells you everything you need to know. So I feel like with the Seven of Swords and the Ace of Swords, there is some kind of breakthrough from someone that's sneaky. But it feels as if you're giving your attention elsewhere. You could just be very focused on your money. Money's going to look hella good. Some of you guys may be buying like a home. There could be a trip, the Chariot. There could be something very like accomplishing for you this week. And I feel like you're moving in this beautiful direction. And whoever this is, I don't see you doing much. Two of Wands, Knight of Cups, Seven of Cups, Nine of Swords, Three of Swords, Queen of Swords. It's almost like Seven of Wands. It's almost like you're numb to whoever this is. You're cold towards them. You're numb to the situation. Thank you, Will. Thank you, babes. I appreciate you. Five of Cups, Four of Cups, and a Seven of Wands. I mean, I just see this person sulking after. Six of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. And I see you moving forward. Some of you guys have like a successful relationship coming in, or there is someone that you're moving towards, okay, that's heading towards a relationship. All right, there's a lot of money, there's finances, there's security. All right, it feels like you're just getting all your blessings, like literally. All right, some kind of new passionate endeavor. Some of you guys could be buying a house, moving, whatever this, like it feels something like a very accomplishing week for you. And here there's someone here sulking because they're trying to sneak back in. But with the Four of Pentacles, I don't know, I feel like you're just like not giving them that attention. Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, Seven of Cups, Magician. Yeah, Queen of Swords and a Five of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. It's almost like you recognize that if you even entertain whoever this is with the Seven of Cups, if you start, how could I explain this? This feels almost like if you go back to someone, you understand that with the Seven of Cups, there's a shift in your energy that you start kind of losing out. All right. So this feels as if someone keeps you with the Seven of Cup into some kind of delusional energy. It's almost like they're a distraction from whatever it is that you're manifesting. Some of you guys may really feel like when this person is in your energy, Five of Pentacles, you literally lose a grip. All right, on your manifestation, or just again, Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, your wish fulfillments. You realize the minute they exit, everything great starts happening. In the minute that you allow them back into your energy, Five of Pentacles, this could even be financial loss. All right, it feels it's like a distraction, like you're not on the right path. So I feel like you recognizing that Nine of Cups, Eight of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, you kind of, you either leave them on red, or again, I don't see you really entertaining whoever this is. Libra. For the Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's this week looking like for the Libras? Death, Scorpio energy, Ten of Pentacles, and the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Eight of Pentacles. And the Ace of Cups. Okay, what's the Death? The Three of Wands. Ten of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. You could be getting a payout this week. Hierophant. Eight of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. King of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Ace of Cups in the World. Wow. Some of you guys are definitely getting a payout. What's the Three of Wands and the Death? Nine of Wands and the Page of Swords. Something that you've been inquiring about a lot or having to follow up on a lot. Something that's rightfully yours, but it feels as if there was some kind of resistance on like that party's end or something like that from you getting some kind of money. It feels like something that you had to continuously call about, continuously pursue, continuously ask about where the hell is my money. All right, 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. I mean, damn, I think this is like your third week in a row that you've gotten mad money coming in. Congratulations. The Hierophant and the Eight of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Damn. Some of you guys, again, this is like alleviating a lot of your stress, debt, okay, financial burden. Eight of Pentacles, King of Cups, Five of Cups. What's that about? Five of Swords. This, whatever this is, it feels like very financially based this week. It's almost like it's releasing burdens for you. Some of you guys, whatever this money or this tied up energy was kind of like putting, like weighing on you. All right. You felt like you had to maybe, you know, take from Peter to pay Paul. Ace of Cups in the World. Two of Cups. What's that about? The Chariot, the Queen of Swords, and the Four of Wands. What's the World? Justice. You know, there could be a close to a very important cycle for you this week that's bringing in some kind of emotional fulfillment, not just around finances, but love is coming in too. Cancer energy, Libra energy. Eight of Wands, 10 of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. If the situation around love was kind of like on the quiet, maybe there was like a drought around your love life. There's like a method to like God's or the universe madness here. All right. Some of you guys, again, there was like a big opportunity that needs to come in, this financial stability, something that needed your attention. And then boom, there's an important cycle closing out for you this week. And then here comes a love energy. What's the Nine of Wands, Three of Wands? Yeah, Queen of Cups, King and the Queen of Cups. I thought I saw that. I do. All right. Soulmate energy here. The King of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Damn, some of you guys, again, after the close of this cycle, here comes love. Here comes like it's raining men and or women. Four of Swords. But see, some of you guys were like, I don't know, there was like a little timeout for you, Libra, when it came to the love department. The King of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Empress. There was some kind of growth. There was some kind of birth of a new idea or growth or something that you need to focus on when it came to business, to your, you know, some kind of structure or finances, your stability. And it was almost like you were being isolated for that reason. But I feel like love is here. Ace of Pentacles, the High Priestess. Ace of Wands. Yeah, wow. Nine of Swords. Seven of Cups and the Hermit. Page of Cups. Some of you guys may have felt like also like you were never going to find love. You know, there's an energy here. Am I way too healed for all these situations? Am I never going to find love? Maybe you've been on a dating, you know, game and you feel like nothing was kind of taken off. But this was all done purposely so you could focus on something else that is actually is coming in for you now. So again, if this was money, if this was something, there's something around your finances or stability that needed to be kind of cleared out the way for this to come in now. Strength, the Hermit, and the Knight of Pentacles. So some of you guys were literally in hermit mode. Queen of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Devil. Nine of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, and a Six of Cups. Some of you guys may felt like you probably had some kind of black magic on you when it came to your love life. I mean, the Devil and the High Priestess. What's that? Yeah, Emperor, Eight of Cups, and the Four of Cups. So maybe some of you guys also felt like after leaving someone behind, you were never going to find love again. Eight of Wands, the Fool, and the Ten of Wands. I don't know why this Devil and the High Priestess is bugging me so much. Like, it's not telling me what it is. There's something here. And look, High Priestess again at the bottom of the deck, and the Sun now. Why is this Devil and the High Priestess? Eight of Wands. It's almost like you're being released from something. For some of you, it could be. I don't like to kind of put that out there, but there was some kind of restricting energy. Why is this Devil and the High Priestess? The Two of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Ten of Wands, Ace of Wands. It's like you were having a hard time around love situations. Nine of Wands, Knight of Cups, Five of Cups. Some of you guys you could be dating or you were moving towards a love situation and that wouldn't work out. But the Hierophant and the Temperance, what's that about? The Magician and the Lovers, the Knight of Swords. I feel, you know what, we're going to leave it to we'll just say the divine was just redirecting you. All right. There was other things that you needed to be focused on. All right. But anyways, the whole point of this was that there's some kind of cycle that's being closed out. And I do see love coming in. All right. But emphasis on the big time payout, money, financial stability. All right. Accomplishments this week. Had to write emails and speak to multiple people for this. Yet it's my money. Interesting. Think I'm in a drought. Definitely took a sabbatical. Oh, okay. In love. Gotcha. Gotcha. Thank you, SV. Thank you. All right. Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Hey, JC. Did I say hi to you? I saw your name. I thought I said hi. Hey, babes. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's this week looking like for the Scorpios? What's the energy for the Scorpios this week? Ace of Cups and the Queen of Wands, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag energy. Two of Wands in reverse and the Ace of Swords. Okay, Seven of Wands. Oh, boy. Hey, Ambassador. Ace of Cups, Nine of Wands. Queen of Wands. And the Fool. Two of Wands in reverse, Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, the Sun, Seven of Wands, Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, that's you. Knight of Swords. What's the Two of Wands in reverse? Seven of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Two of Wands in reverse, the Three of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Ace of Swords, the Sun, the Eight of Cups, Seven of Wands, Two of Pentacles, and the Tower. Why? Justice, Three of Cups, and the Six of Wands. Knight of Wands, King of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. What's the Scorpios going to do? The World, the Emperor, Page of Swords, Nine of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Hangman, King of Cups, Seven of Cups, and the Five of Cups. Interesting. I feel like you're standing on business this week, Scorpio, but it was giving me a bit of iffiness. Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, Nine of Wands, Page of Wands. Who is this? Queen of Swords. It's like someone doesn't want to let you go, but I see you being like on some like, I don't know if you're even aware of this, or unless it's one of those where, you know, ignorance is bliss, like whatever the eyes don't see, the heart won't feel, like out of sight, out of mind. I kind of just ran through all that, didn't I? But Two of Wands in reverse, the King of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. It's like you've already made a decision, though. Two of Wands in reverse, Eight of Wands to move forward. The Magician. I feel as if, what's the Three of Swords? Eight of Swords. There could be a very big turn, not of events, but there's like a energetic shift with you this week to where you start realizing, like, I don't think it's that you don't feel for someone anymore. I feel as if you start realizing, like, Out of sight, out of mind, not being around someone, making a decision to no longer invest in someone, making a decision to hold back from whoever this is, making a decision to reject. It's like you cutting someone off of your supply is bringing you so much clarity, so much happiness. Ace of Swords, Eight of Cups, and the Sun. It's almost like the best thing you could have freaking did. Not to say it was easy, but there's like an energy change here to where you're feeling lighter about it. This could also be where you start feeling like you're ready to step out. I just realized Justice, Three of Cups, and the Six of Wands to start getting attention or start taking up other people on their offers. I forgot who I got the same energy for. When you start realizing like moving away from this is actually Eight of Wands and the Magician, your manifestations are coming true. What other sign did I say this on? The minute that took your energy back, not to say it was easy, Nine of Wands, somebody, you could have given someone chance after chance or something like that, but it's almost like you already made a decision to no longer allow this person back in. But what's this Tower, um Seven of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Three of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. Some of you guys, again, this could have been a situation where you haven't spoken to someone in a while, but it's almost like you, not to say that you're not completely over this person, but there's a shift in your energy for the better to where you may feel like you're ready to step back out there in a dating game or, getting attention. There's almost like this light under your ass this week in a very positive way. This could also be a decision where even though you weren't talking to someone, you could be deleting all their pictures, you could be blocking them, you can be like taking them off your social media. Like you no longer care to be associated with this person anymore. It's almost like I want to say like the final straw, like like the nail in a coffin. Not F that is more like the coffin going down and you're putting the dirt over at this point, right? The Death, the Devil, and the King of Swords. Damn. I mean, you're in no kind of bullshit kind of energy this week. Nine of Pentacles, super confident. I don't know. Some of you guys stress as if you weren't going to come back into this like rebirth energy, right? King of Cups, Five of Wands, Four of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Temperance. It took you time, but it's almost like the Scorpio is back. Okay. And eclipse thing. Okay, makes sense. Yes. So again, it doesn't necessarily mean like you're blocking them because you've been talking to whoever this is. It's almost like that final thing where you start just removing pictures off the wall, off your cell phone, blocking from social media. It's one of those. It's almost like, again, it's not even the nail in the coffin, it's the actual like burying the situation, flipping the page, either burning that book or throwing that shit away. And now it's just like that's it. It's almost like trying to not erase the memories, but close it. Hold on. All right, sorry. Anything else for the Scorpios this week? The Moon, the Lovers, the Knight of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Ten of Cups. It could be an eclipse thing. The Hangman, the Page of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Wands. What's the King? Five of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and the Justice. how can I say this? Because this is something very specific here. Again, it's again, there is something with the moon and a 10 of cups, the strength. There's something this week about you just truly feeling yourself, okay? You truly feeling very much empowered, but it's almost like truly it's not a superficial thing to where you look in the mirror like, damn, I'm fine, but realize like I'm that woman, I'm that guy, I'm a hell of a woman, I'm a hell of a man. You know what I mean? And it's just such a big empowerment here. Nine of Swords, the Star, and the Four of Pentacles. I don't know if you were in like some kind of hermit mode or you were just very reserved lately, or I mean, I don't know a Scorpio that isn't confident, but we are humans still, you know, we can still get it no matter even Leo's, the most confident sign of the entire zodiac, right? We could still feel like that after a breakup or like that after like, you know, some kind of heartbreaking moment in our life. It just feels like you're just getting back to you. Knight of Wands, Eight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Seven of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. What's this Eight of Wands? The Tower, the Two of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Emperor. Some of you guys may be getting communication from a past person. All right. And there's something about you, the way you respond or the way you don't respond, that's actually you taking your power back. All right, who is that? Scorpio? All right, Sagittarius. I do private readings, babes. Yes. For the Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's this week looking like? I believe I'm booked until the first week in April. I am doing urgent readings this week, but they are double in price if you cannot wait. If not, then I believe I am open the first week in April. Sorry, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's this week looking like for the Sag? Thank you, Tanner. Thank you, babes. The Star and the Queen of Swords. Aquarius energy, Gemini, Libra, Ten of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. You're welcome. And the King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, Ace of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. We're not in retrograde anymore, are we? The High Priestess. Wow. The Knight of Wands. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. The Three of Swords. The Two of Pentacles. The Ten of Swords. King of Cups, Knight of Wands, and the Sun. What's this energy here? Two of Swords. Why? Nine of Cups. Okay. Sag, what is going on? Six of Wands. You're just getting a lot of attention. King of Wands, and I see you trying to really be in your High Priestess energy. Like, I'm gonna how this is like weighing pros and cons. You know, who's gonna give me, who's gonna bring me like their best foot forward or something like that. Ten of Swords, Four of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. What's that about? The Ten of Cups and the Five of Swords. What's the Ten of Swords? The Moon. What's the Sun, the Knight of Wands, and his King of Cups, King of Swords, the Magician, and the Seven of Cups? There's someone here that's piquing your interest this week, Sagittarius. There's happiness here, but there are very much a lot of insecurities coming from you. The Ten of Swords, the Moon, the Four of Wands. There's no need to jump the gun and think about and not to say don't think long term. That's not what I want to say. It's more so like enjoy the moment, because with the Ten of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Moon, the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Five of Swords, there's still some kind of PTSD from another situation. I do feel like you have options though. With the Nine of Cups, there's a lot of attention here. Nine of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Queen of Swords, and the Six of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. You need to ask yourself this week, are you really healed from something from your past? Or are you in that energy where I feel like there's a difference? there is an energy where the Queen of Swords energy comes in where you're very logical. I'm not trying to think about that situation anymore. It is what it is. F that person, F that situation. But the pain is still there. It feels a little bit more like anger, if that makes sense. Okay. I do just ask yourself that question this week because I do see a happy situation. Someone is keeping your interest. Leo energy, Wheel of Fortune, the Devil, and the Justice. But see, the thing is this. Why? Six of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. This is the thing, though, Sagittarius. You need to really ask yourself that question because with the Wheel of Fortune, the Devil, and the Justice, you know, we usually point the finger at the other person, but this time around, this could be you. With the Devil and the Wheel of Fortune and the Justice, there's still something here that needs to be balanced within yourself in order to step forward or move forward with this specific person. Because I feel like with the Six of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, you could start becoming very inconsistent. Very one foot in, one foot out. Very, you know, the minute, 1 minute I'm liking you, the next minute I'm gonna ghost you. And it's all coming from Ten of Swords, Four of Wands, and the Moon, some kind of insecurity within you. So there's a bit of like limbo energy coming from you. The Eight of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. Some of you guys are still struggling from emotionally detaching or healing from something else. And that's fine too. But hurt people hurt people. So be careful with that. Because whoever this is that's here, Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the Page of Swords, they're very much interested in you. Three of Cups, the Lovers, and the Six of Swords, and they want to move forward. But it feels as if you are the one that's, I don't even know if this is you breadcrumbing someone. It don't feel like it's intentional, but that's what you could be coming off like, or coming, you know, you could be coming off like you're breadcrumbing someone. Because with the Ten of Swords and the Moon, the Hangman, you're still, your energy is still not probably all the way there yet to be like, all right, I'm ready. You know, that inconsistent behavior reflects some kind of insecurity within the person. And the thing is this, right? It's almost like projecting. I hope this is making sense. What's the Ace of Cups? The Nine of Swords. There you go. The Queen of Wands and the Strength. Yeah. You're stressing. You're stressing about someone new, or you're stressing about someone that you like. And again, it's okay to not be ready. But I think you need to be careful because you could definitely end up hurting someone with your inconsistencies. Or again, there's something about insecurities here that I don't even know. I know that it's kind of hard to be honest about situations like this with someone new, but you just got to ask yourself that question that I asked you earlier. You may want to rewind this. Anything else for the Sagittarius this week? Hey, big bro. Thank you. Hey, 888. Thank you, babes. Thank you, artist. Welcome. Anything else for the Sag this week? Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups, the Devil. The Three of Wands and the Seven of Wands, Nine of Wands, Queen of Wands, Ten of Cups, the Death, Ten of Pentacles. I will tell you one thing. This part may not resonate with everyone, but I feel like what's the Death and the Devil? You may still be shedding, yeah, some kind of past here. Some of you guys dealt with someone and it is a lot of PTSD, rightfully so. All right. Some of you guys could have dealt with like a narcissist, or you know, you dealt with someone very controlling, manipulative. The Moon, the Emperor, and the Nine of Swords, someone that really stressed you out. Um, there may be even something here about ask yourself if you've ever really dealt with a healthy relationship too. I don't know why I want to say that. The Chariot, the Seven of Cups, Page of Cups. Here that person goes again. The Hierophant, the Magician, and the King of Wands. The Fool, the Two of Wands, and the Four of Cups. Are you ready to take some kind of big leap of faith? Because someone here in your energy may be ready. They may have already put in the work. They may have already, not to say everybody has a past, but they actually put in some kind of work and they're ready to manifest some kind of higher level of commitment. Seven of Swords, Four of Wands, Eight of Wands. But it feels like is if you may be a bit of the non-committal energy. All right. Who am I on? Capricorn. Capricorn. Thank you. Thank you, boo. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's this week looking like for the Capricorns? Six of Swords and the Knight of Wands. The Devil, Capricorn energy. The Knight of Pentacles. Could we get 8 more likes? Well, on my over here, it reflects as if 8 more likes will get me to 100. I really would appreciate you guys. Don't forget to hit the like button, please. All right, and the Eight of Swords, Six of Swords, Knight of Wands, the Devil, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. Six of Swords, Seven of Cups, Knight of Wands, the Star, Aquarius energy, the Devil, the Fool, the Knight of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Eight of Swords, and the Emperor, Aries energy, Three of Cups, Knight of Wands, and the Star, the Ace of Wands, the Devil, and the Fool, Eight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Two of Swords, the Magician, Eight of Swords, and the Emperor, Four of Wands. What's this? Capricorn, very specific message. Don't drink and drive, please. All right. Watch your drink if you go out this week. There is a little bit of like liquor energy here, like a little bit overindulgence. Friends, family, a party, Four of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. But I don't know, you need to be very careful of who you're around, what you're drinking, etc., etc. Okay. Ace of Wands, the Star, and the Six of Swords, Page of Swords, the King of Wands, Fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, and the Hangman. Try not to also like overindulge to forget. That's very temporary, obviously. Death, yeah. Four of Swords, because you wake up the next day and you still remember. And it's the problem is still there. Nine of Pentacles. Why? Eight of Cups. Two of Swords, the Magician. Six of Pentacles. Four of Wands, Emperor. And the Eight of Swords, the Judgment. Why? The Queen of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. What's this Eight of Cups? The Ace of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Page of Cups. What's the Eight of Cups? Knight of Cups. Chariot. And the World. I don't know. There's a bit of superficial energy here, Capricorn. I feel like I've gotten this for you before. I don't know if you and someone are getting serious or you maybe, but there's a bit of an energy here where you're walking away from someone because you feel as if maybe the money is not right, or maybe the looks ain't up to par, or you may not like the way they chew, they walk, they may be bow-legged. I don't know, something. And this was someone that you may have been stringing along for a while. It almost feels as if you already knew that you really wasn't feeling this person. I don't know, Capricorn, this may be reversed, okay? Don't bite my head off. But it feels as if it's like you were trying to manifest some kind of equal give and take, or maybe you were here because you would like to go out with this person, or you had a good time, or they were pouring energy into you, or this could have been the energy of maybe you feeling like this person was very, I don't know, they treated you well or something like that. But it's almost like a turn of events this week. You're like, yeah, no, this is not for me. I can't see myself, Eight of Swords, Four of Wands, and the Emperor, moving long term or creating some kind of stability with this person. All right, Judgment. I feel like you end up making a decision this week. The Hierophant, the Page of Wands, the King of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Justice. And it may be because somebody may be giving you an ultimatum, like, Capricorn, what's up? Like, we've been doing this for a while, and are we going to start becoming exclusive? Are you going to be my girl? Are you going to be my guy? They could be giving you some, it doesn't feel like an ultimatum, but they want to know where they stand. And that's where you start become like, okay, so let me tell you the truth. I really wasn't feeling you like that the whole time. I don't know what the hell. Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant, yeah, the Ace of Cups. See, the situation changes when you start realizing somebody wants more from you. You're like, yeah, no. Mm-mm. Ace of Cups, Five of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Ace of Pentacles. What's the Ace of Pentacles? The Two of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. You just feel like there's a better opportunity for you out there. The Tower, yikes. The Three of Wands and Eight of Pentacles. I see you distancing yourself from whoever this is. And I do see this person needing to heal from you. The High Priestess, the Nine of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. But I don't know. You got High Priestess, Nine of Pentacles. You got your standards. You got your standards. What could I say? Bow-legged. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why they came out that way. Anything else for the Capricorns this week? Knight of Cups, Two of Cups, the Sun, Leo energy, Six of Swords, and the Two of Swords. Like, you become iffy regarding someone this week. King of Pentacles, and things were going well. Eight of Wands, Ace of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. But see, when it comes to like now, the children, the family, the relationship is like, yeah, Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords. Like, I'm stuck. Now I don't know. Why? The Death, the Queen of Pentacles, the Tower, the Seven of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Hermit. Maybe you weren't expecting this person to want more. Maybe you were just having fun. All right. Maybe this whole time this person was friend zoned. I don't know. We'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But Five of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, yeah, Eight of Wands. Maybe start feeling like somebody's becoming a little too clingy or too happy around you, and you're like, yeah, no, I don't want to do this. The Sun and the Wheel of Fortune, Eight of Wands, the Empress, Six of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. I don't know. There is something though very about finances. Maybe this person starts talking about having your babies, and you're like, yeah, negative. Eight of Cups. And the Hermit, you may end up ghosting them. What is this King of Pentacles, Ace of Cups? The Strength, the Three of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Magician, the Seven of Swords. Yeah, you start retracting. The Hierophant, the King of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, the Queen. You start becoming iffy. You got other people though, the Fool, the Queen of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. You got hell of a lot of attention. You may be a baddie, or you may be like fine as hell. So, I mean, I feel bad for whoever this is, but it is what it is. Okay, Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's this week looking like for the Aquariuses? Page of Cups, Seven of Wands, King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Justice, Libra energy, and the Temperance, Sagittarius energy, Page of Cups, Nine of Wands, Seven of Wands, Judgment. Okay, King of Swords, Knight of Swords, Justice, Knight of Cups, Temperance, and the Star. Ten of Wands. Someone is like going to burden you beyond exhaustion to where you may just end up saying, okay. Seven of Cups, the Queen of Cups. It's almost like somebody is very hell-bent on some kind of sorry they're trying to tell you. And you've been trying to avoid, or you've been not wanting to accept some kind of apology, not wanting to make amends, or maybe not even wanting to talk to this person. Page of Swords, Judgment. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles, wanting to work something out, but someone is very much insisting. Nine of Wands, Eight of Cups. King of Swords. There's like a conversation here. King of Wands, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. The Ace of Pentacles, and I feel like I said this for you before, but there's like an opportunity to make something right here. Five of Pentacles. I don't know if you're ready for it though, but with the Temperance, the Star, and the Queen of Cups, the Moon, the Ace of Wands, and the Devil. You may feel someone has some kind of ulterior motive or some kind of like hidden agenda. The Four of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Page of Wands. What's the Devil? Capricorn energy. The Four of Pentacles. It's almost like the Fool. I don't know, Aquarius, who this person is, but you feel like someone isn't how could I put this? Someone isn't healthy or aligned with your energy. You feel like if you put yourself back into the situation, it's just going to be, it's almost like, again, you've created some kind of, it's like you've created a bubble around yourself, right? In a good way. Like there's a bubble, there's like some kind of inner peace. Like I'm living in my bubble. I'm very focused on me, and whoever this is, if I allow this back, it's just going to bring drama, toxicity. What's this Devil? The World, the Empress, and the Three of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Lovers. Some of you guys may even have love here, and you're trying to like keep this on the wraps. Ten of Cups, you're trying to keep the Hermit, yeah, and the Page of Pentacles. You're trying to keep like this new situation or this newfound happiness, this newfound self-love, this self-love that you have, some kind of peace to you. Because whoever this is, you feel like I need to hold back because this person is toxic. Five of Cups, this person is disappointing. I'm not gonna lie, this may even be a family member, someone that should be very close to you. I'll put it that way. Some kind of nurturing energy. Queen of Cups, a Chariot, Cancer energy. As soon as I said nurturing, here goes the mother sign, right? Some of you guys may be your own mama or a parent. Anything else for your Aquarius this week? The Hermit, the Five of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. The Magician, the Seven of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. I mean, I don't know an Aquarius that really backtracks. I don't know an Aquarius that isn't. I mean, you guys are like the Tauruses. You guys are stubborn. Maybe it's not stubborn. It's just that when you put your foot down, you're like, that's it. I don't know an Aquarius that isn't my way. It is not like the high is my way or the highway. It's not that, but it's like once you make a decision, like you can switch that very logically, switch your emotions to your logic, and that's impressive. But this is actually coming from your higher self. It's not coming from an egotistical energy, Aquarius, or it's not coming from a stubborn energy. It's coming from your higher self. It's coming on you choosing you with the Magician, the Seven of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. You know that someone is very manipulative. They have their way. It's like you know them like the back of your hand. This is someone that you feel like you can't give the benefit of the doubt. Three of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. This is definitely a friend or a family member. I mean, for some of you, it could be a love situation. Anything else? Let's see for the Aquarius. Anything else for the Aquarius this week? Two of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, the Two of Wands, the Ten of Cups, yeah, and the King of Wands, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, Four of Cups, the High Priestess. Here's the thing. Whichever Aquarius I'm talking to, you're very spiritual. And you're very intuitive. And you feel the minute that you have to question that is the minute that is like a no-brainer for you, or the minute you have to question your intuition, or the minute you start doubting it, or the minute you start becoming in limbo space, it's just not for you. The Two of Wands, yeah, the Hangman, Ten of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, and the Five of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. It's like there's a lot of confusion with this person, the Lovers. For some of you, this could be a love situation. Doesn't have to be. Three of Wands, Three of Cups, and the Page of Swords. What's this about? Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the Hermit, and the Seven of Wands. I feel like this is the energy of certain some things are just better left unsaid, because I don't really feel like it feels as though it's almost like no action is your response. No action is a response. How is that? No response is a response. That's you. That is your energy. I feel like this is what this is giving me. I don't see you really entertaining this. What's the High Priestess, the Lovers, and the Six of Cups? The Three of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Two of Swords. The World, the King of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. King of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Strength, the Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. For some of you, again, you may also have like a love situation here that's about to like is moving towards a good energy, and you know, I'm speaking to someone very spiritual. You know that when someone doesn't have good intentions, or their bad energy can come and just, I don't know if it's tarnish a situation for you, or it just their bad energy isn't welcomed around some kind of happiness that you have. All right. Pisces. For the Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's this week looking like for the Pisces? Page of Cups. The Lovers, Gemini energy. Four of Wands and the World. Eight of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. The Lovers, Two of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Hermit, Virgo energy, the World. The Sun, Leo energy, Eight of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. Page of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Strength, Leo energy, Queen of Wands. What's the Hermit? Five of Cups, the Justice, Eight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Six of Swords. I don't know. You're wondering if you should like communicate with someone or apologize to someone. Two of Swords. You're in two minds about it. The Devil. It may come from an energy of feeling lonely, Pisces. So don't go there. Death. And the Nine of Pentacles. Some of you guys need to I know you may not like me for this comment, but there may be an energy where you don't know how to be alone, or there's something about your distance away from someone that's kind of triggering you, and you may feel like Four of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Five of Wands, like you're very going back and forth on whether or not you should hit someone up, even if it's coming from a place of wanting to argue or something like that. You may feel like, you just want to text somebody, but it's like you want to get their attention, but it's coming from a little bit of a low vibrational energy. With the Five of Cups, it may just feel like it's like from a place of loneliness. You know what I mean? So it's one of those energies where don't do it, because it's not coming from a high vibrational space. What's the Devil? Capricorn energy, the Nine of Wands, the Tower. There could be like yeah, the Moon and the Five of Pentacles. There's a lot of, I don't know, between you and someone, there's a lot of tension. It doesn't feel like you and someone is speaking. So it's like, should I hit them up? Five of Wands and the Magician. Should I create some kind of drama here? It's a way of attention. Should I fuck some shit up to get somebody's attention? The Devil, the Nine of Wands, the Tower, the Moon, and the Five of Pentacles. Somebody could be really triggering your abandonment issues. It happens. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, we keeping it real. What's the Justice, the Sun, the Death, and the World? The Hangman, the Seven of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. What's this about? The Seven of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. You could also be like avoiding other situations because they don't match to this person, or you could be comparing a certain situation to this person. There's something about habit here. Not to say there's not love in this situation, but there's definitely habit tied to this. You know that in Spanish, that song, for those of you, habit is stronger than love. Okay, so what else? Page of Swords, King of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Two of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, Lord God. Is this person? The Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. Some of you guys may be hitting this person up. There's contact here. The Seven of Swords and the Two of Wands. Knight of Cups, the Three of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. Some of you guys really just miss somebody. All right. Some of you guys may really feel like you miss someone, and I see you being stressed, and you know, you may end up becoming a bit weak from this tug of war that you and someone have been having, and you may be the one hitting them up. Hey, Kimmy. Hey, boo. Yes, I am. Okay. Anything else? Anything else for the Pisces this week? Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Ace of Cups, and the World. Six of Swords, Three of Wands, Eight of Swords, yeah, the Lovers, and the Two of Wands. It's like someone is weighing heavy on you. Ace of Wands, King of Cups, King and Queen of Cups, some kind of soulmate energy. You still love whoever this is. Five of Cups. And the distance and the fact that this person isn't putting in some kind of effort, or they haven't been contacting you, has been like weighing on you. Ten of Wands and Eight of Swords. Yeah, Nine of Wands. But I see you truly trying to stay true to yourself and not hit them up. Ace of Cups and the Lovers. Eight of Cups, trying to emotionally detach. The World and the Two of Swords. Ace of Swords. What's that about? The Temperance, the Devil, and the Page of Swords. It's like someone is about to break. That's what this feels like. The Devil and the Page of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. It may not be the other person. It may be you. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. The Page of Wands, the Five of Wands, yeah, and the Sun. And your way of getting their attention isn't going to be in like, hey, how you been? No, it's going to really be you arguing or you saying some shit. The Tower, the Queen of Wands, and yep, and the Knight of Pentacles. Fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, Scorpio energy, Two of Wands, Six of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Nine of, Three of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. It's so funny. This is like, it feels like games. It does. It feels like games. But I do want to say this with the Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Oh, with the Nine of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Seven of Swords. It feels as if, I don't know, there's a energy where it's not only that you miss this person, but it feels like the fact that you're alone, or you feel lonely, you've been single this long. It's like you're trying to avoid you. You don't like being alone with self. You know what I mean? Six of Wands, Empress, yeah, and the Three of Pentacles. Magician, Knight of Swords, and a Hangman. I don't know. It's like wanting the attention this week. We're human. It happens. For some of you, I mean, there could be something about you being pregnant, and I could understand that a little bit more. Okay. So anyways, everyone, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, Tanner, for always holding me down. Thank you, big bro. Thank you, everyone that joined. For those of you that don't know, I do have a membership where I do have exclusive videos. Okay, we do weekly energy checks between you and your person, all signs readings, a little bit more personalized videos there. So if you want to join, just hit the subscription button. Also, for those of you that don't know, the Botanica is back up and running. Not like it wasn't ever, but now the shipments will be going out tomorrow. So if you are interested, don't forget to hit up my website. I do offer personal readings. You could find that information on my personal on my website as well. Readings are all booked, I believe, to the first week of April. However, if you want an urgent reading, those are a bit more in cost, but I do have availability for this week. What else? If you have any of my products and you're wondering how to use them, I just did this whole like complete ritual and guide. Okay. If you haven't followed me on IG, go to at DANI_S_karma, just like this, the handle on YouTube. Follow me on IG, and on my story, I actually put the guide of like my rituals and my products and how to use them and what they're about, etc. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful night. I will see you guys tomorrow on the members page. Take care.